and welcome to our Key Stage 2 Agility lesson. Same as yesterday, as Monday, we're going to wait a little bit of time, let everyone log on, get their stuff ready, and then we can get going. So, today is all around agility. And on Monday, we talked a little bit about agility, about being some changing direction, some explosive movements, and a range of things that we did that all works around that. Today is all going to develop that, and it's going to become a little bit more intense, and we're going to really work about how we can react not just to an object or something, but around a defender and an attacker. So what we're going to do is we'll get on with it, and then we'll see how we're going. So that's our aims for today. This is based at Key Stage 2, but it's really open to anybody. Agility can be done from a young age all the way through to adults. So these activities that we're going to do can be used for anybody at any age, really. We're going to need some stuff. So Riley, do you want to give them a heads up on what they need?
3 pairs of socks. They have to be long. Something red, something blue, something yellow and something green. And a balloon, 2 balloons or something, a light ball or something like that.
Perfect. So we can have 2 balloons. If you've got balloons, that's perfect. But if not, anything, a light ball, it could be a beach ball, it could be a soft spongy ball, and that's what you need. So while the children go and hunt around for those things, I'll tell you who's here. So we've got Riley.
Hi.
Riley's my boy, and he's going to help out with some of the stuff that we need to be keeping socially distant because he lives in the household with me. And we've got George.
Good morning.
Mr. Ryder, as most people know him from school. So he goes to a number of schools across Oldham. He's one of our loved coaches, so I'm sure all the kids would love to see him taking part. Is that all right? Perfect. So Riley, if you take a seat, you can go and relax for a moment. We've also got Mr. Morris, who took part on Monday. He's behind the camera, and he's going to be reading out any comments, any likes, any posts as the session goes through. If you're a child from Oldham School, please let us know you're taking part, and we'll try and give you a shout out as we go through. Something we wanted to do on Monday, we didn't quite get round to it. So make sure you give us a shout out, and we'll let you know who's attending. On Monday, we've had 2,500 views of our video already, which is fantastic. Miles better than we were hoping for or we even expected. So that's really, really good. Thanks for everyone that joined in. While Mr. Ryder sets up the first activity, it's going to be your 4 coloured things, and it's going to go in a little semicircle. And then we're going to make a home. So this will be Mr. Ryder's home, and then he's going to set up a semicircle of his 4 objects. He's got something red, his shoe. He's got something yellow, a book. Something green and something blue, a spatula.
Blue spatula.
So he definitely was hunting around his house last night for these. And then he's got a sock which is going to be home. It might be a bit far away, you might want to move that. So that's what we're going to work on. So this is what you need to create at home. And all we're going to do at first, this is our warm-up. We're going to react to the thing and back again. So if I say yellow, you're going to react to it and back again. If I say green, and back in. We're just going to move these back a little bit just so you can see them. I think they're a little bit too close to the camera. Blue and yellow. So as like on Monday, all these activities, you're just going to follow at home as I say them out loud. You can also, if you've got a grown-up at home, you can do that with them. They can say the colours and they can help you out. Just in case we're going too fast or too slow for you, in case you're better. So we're ready. Green. And blue. And yellow. And blue. And red. Perfect. I hope we're all keeping up. We'll do a couple more. I know we've had a run through this and it's a really hard workout, so make sure we're going to be nice and warm. Yellow. Blue. Red. Perfect. I'm just going to squeeze in. Like on Monday, we talked around a load of coaching points, and we'll try and go through some of those as we go again today. So this time, anything on your right side, so it's going to be the 2 objects on your right. Doesn't matter if your colours don't line up. So for us, it's the green and the blue. As we go to those, we're going to touch them with our right hand. If we go to something on the left side, so the yellow or the red on this side, we're going to go with our left hand. So red and yellow will be left for us, and green and blue will be right. So we're going to make sure we have that footwork in the right place, and that we're using the right body shape. Are we ready?
Ready.
So yellow. Perfect. Blue. Green. Red. And that's the start of our activity. What we're going to do now, we're going to turn sideways. So this is going to be a sideways movement using different muscles, different type of agility. And again, you're just going to reach out with the hand that's closest. So yellow, blue, red, green, yellow. Switch around, face the opposite direction. Same thing again. Blue, yellow, red, green, blue, yellow. Okay, I'm going to give you 20 seconds at home to fire through as many of those as you can. So your parents can read out the different colours, and then you're going to react to them. We're going to do the same thing with George, but we'll go a little bit slower for George because we need him.
Go faster.
Because we need him to carry on for the next couple of activities. So you've got 20 seconds starting now. Are you ready, George?
Ready.
Yellow, blue, green, red, blue, yellow, green, and red, and we'll finish there. Perfect. So, like we mentioned, there's loads of explosive activities that in sport, or explosive movements that we need to develop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on two different things, with the first one being a two-footed jump to a one-footed balance. So from here, if I say a colour now, you're going to explode 2 feet and try and balance on 1 foot. Explode 2 feet, try and balance on 1 foot. Don't worry if you wobble. Explode 2 feet and try and balance on 1. So again, you can either go around in a circle, you can listen to me calling it out, but we're going to try and balance on 1 foot. And this is, again, around agility and about our body control while we're doing that. Are we ready?
Ready.
Yellow. Perfect. We're looking like Mr. Ryder's like George has just done, is to hold that balance as we go through. Blue. Perfect. Red. Perfect. Green.
Oh, wobble.
Oh, a bit of a wobble. See, even the pros get it wrong every now and again. Red. Good. Green. Perfect. Blue. Perfect. And now we're going to switch it over. So this time you're going to jump from 1 foot and then you're going to land on 2. So we always want a stable balance when we land, but this time it's working on explosive action from 1 leg. Are we ready? So red. Perfect. 1 to 2. Blue. Perfect. Green. And yellow. Good. Have a go at exploding off both legs as well. Don't always jump off the same foot. Are you ready? Try the other foot. And blue. Good. And yellow. And green. Perfect. So again, at any point after this, you can go back, rewind, look at the video, and you can do these actions again. The next part of this is we're going to do some combinations. So this is going to try and link in some of those actions into a bit more of a dynamic activity. So I'm going to say a sequence of those colours, and what Mr. Ryder has to do is touch them, including the home. So if I say yellow, blue, and home, he has to go yellow, blue, and back to home. Does that make sense? Let's try red, green, and home. So again, you follow this at home as well. Yellow, blue. Blue, red. Perfect. So as you can see, Mr. Ryder's using all those skills we've just learned. Some forward movements, some sideways movements. He's taking off on 1 foot every now and again, and he's also making sure he's got a stable balance on those 2 feet. So let's make it a bit more difficult. Are we ready? Yellow, blue, home, and red. Perfect. Mr. Ryder's doing well. Red, blue, home, and green. Excellent. So that's the end of our warm-up. Again, and that's just the warm-up. So again, if you're liking what we're doing, make sure you like, share, hit the heart button or the wow face, which I only just learned is actually even a button, as we set up our next activity. So the next activity is we're going to make a sock ladder. So with your socks, you're going to turn that into a ladder. George is just going to do that now. Adam, have we had anyone check in?
We've got Miss Adams.
Miss Adams at home.
Hope you're keeping up, Miss Adams. Setting a fast pace.
We've got Miss Ginty as well watching from home.
We've got lots of our stuff on. I hope they're joining in as well. I think we've also got Miss Whittle. Miss Whittle always checks in, so I'm sure she'll be somewhere around. So, what we've created is a sock ladder, and this is all going to be different activities. If you're a child in Oldham, or if you're taking part anywhere in the world, let us know. We really want to know who's taking part, even after the video. So the first thing we're going to do is we've created our agility ladder, which is basically just a line of socks, and it's going to be a different set of combinations of actions that are all linked to our ladder now. So the first thing we're going to do is just 1 foot in each one. This is where we can make sure we work on the technique, work on the control, and it doesn't need to be as frantic as the last one. So, if George just goes through with 1 foot in each ladder first, just like that. Make sure you're going to get about 5-6 goes of this, really take your time, really think of the control, and again. Perfect. So he's keeping high knees in between, he's working his arms really, really good. One more time. Excellent. The next activity, so again, in between me talking, make sure you keep having a little go. You can just keep going round and round your ladder. The next one is we're going to do 2 feet. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2 in each one. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. He's done that really quick. And again.
I'll slow down a bit.
Perfect. So again, this is really focusing on the technique and the control side of it. We need to make sure we lead with both legs as well. So Mr. Ryder that time went like this, right, left. And some people naturally do that. The more dominant foot normally leads. So we're going to try and make sure we switch that so we can go left, right as well. So make sure you do that on both sides. So have a go at the other side.
Right.
Yeah, left, right, perfect. It does always feel a little bit stranger
A bit
to go
more
with.
concentration needed when you do it the other way around.
And go one more time. Perfect. Again, you keep going round at home. This time we're going to do a little bunny hop, 2 feet together. And all we're going to do is a little jump in between each one. Perfect.
One more?
Yeah, go on one more time. Perfect. So, the next one is going to be a little bit more like hopscotch. So I'll just show you first. So it's going to be out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Off you go, have a little go of this. There is thousands of ladder combinations that you can do. You can find them really easily on the internet anywhere. Just Google them. Loads on YouTube as well. The last one we're going to do is a bit more of a complicated one. So you're going to step out to the side, 2 little touches out, 2 little touches out, 2 little touches out, 2 little touches out, 2 little touches out. So you can do that again. So this is really about bringing that sideways movement in. Like I said, there's thousands and thousands of different combinations. So out, touch, touch, out, touch, touch, out, touch, touch, out, and so on all the way through. So make sure you have a little look, have a little try of those different ones. We're going to go back just to the 2-footed one. So both feet into each rung of the ladder. And all George is going to do, on one side he's going to put the red object, and on the other side he's going to put the yellow object. I could be in a really awkward position here in a way. So I'm going to try and move back a little bit so you can see.
I'll move out your way.
We'll just move that forward a little bit. So George is going to start, And he's going to just, all he's going to do is go back and forward down the ladder. And if I say a colour, wherever he is on the ladder, he's going to react to it. So this is now reacting to a prompt. So this could be the ball coming to you, or this could be an opportunity in a sport.
A defender closing you down, you've got to get out of the way, get off to the side.
So this is all about how we react to a game situation. So off you go, just 2 feet in each, make sure it's nice and slow, relax, and then red. Perfect. And yellow. So again, you follow at home, nice and slowly, go for up and down your ladder, listen to the call, red. And it's about how quickly we can change. Up and down the ladder again, yellow. Red. Yellow. Oh, we're going to keep him working. He's not going to thank me for this. Yellow. Ooh. So does that make sense? So this now is going from forward movement to lateral movement to sideways. And it's about how quickly we can react to that. So this is a really simple activity you can do at home. You can put different cues in, you can put different actions in. And that's our second activity done. We're going to move on to our next activity. We're going to whiz through these like we did on Monday, so that after the video's finished, you can go back and you can have a look at them. But we want to make sure you've got everything you need in the video so that you can get on with that. This time, like George is doing now, he's just turning the ladder round to make a straight line. Just sliding this way.
Yep.
We'll just move them down a bit closer to the camera. So, what we're going to do is we're going to create a ladder. A line. A ladder, we've just done a ladder. We're going to create a line. And this is the first activity. It's going to be about reacting. So I'm going to bring Riley in here.
Hi everyone.
I couldn't get him to talk on the first video. I can't get him to stop on this one. So we're going to face each other. And this is all about us putting those movements into a different action. So this is about how we react to a defender or react to an attacker. So Riley is going to try and mirror me. So this is just a mirror game. I'm going to try and escape Riley. So all I can do is move sideways and Riley's got to stay with me. Are you ready? You ready? So I'm going to go this way and then this way. And I can jump around wherever I want. If you've got somebody at home to do that, that's perfect. If you've got a brother, sister, sibling, anybody at home, that's perfect. If not, I'm going to show you how you can do that with a parent that might not want to jump around, or somebody at home that might not want to jump around. Are we ready? So I'm going to show you one more time. So I can go this way, or this way, or this way. Make sure you're moving them feet. Oh. You can do this as complicated or as easy as you want. It can be really simple actions, or they can be a bit more difficult. This is all Riley's got to do, is read where I am and go. So now you're the leader, and I'm going to react to you. So you try and get away from me. Oh, he's shaking. Oh, good. Perfect. If you don't want to do it that way, and you haven't got somebody at home that wants to jump around, like we do, all you're going to do is point right or left. I hope they're the right directions for you. So point right or left. I'm going to do that now, and Riley's going to copy me. And every time I change, I'll call this out. So if you want to carry on at home, you can do. If I point right, you've got to move right. If I point left, you've got to move left. And don't stop, space allowing, until I change direction. Are we ready? So you're going to do this on your own. Right. Move right. Left. Keep going. Right. Keep going. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Oh, come on, Mr. Ryder, you come and have a go. We'll give Mr. Ryder have a go as well. Are we ready?
Ready.
So it's all about staying in that same direction until the cue asks you to change. So left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Perfect. Can everyone see that? I'm going to just turn around here. So Mr. Ryder can do it sideways, just to show the camera what we're looking for. So you're ready? We're going to go this way.
Riley, do you want to step back a little bit for me?
So
once I get going, you know.
Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Perfect. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking you to be able to react really quickly to those different cues. And that's our mirror game. Really simple activity, You can do that at home. And like I said, if you've not got somebody that wants to jump around, you can do that just with cues going left or right. You can add jumps in, you can add touching the ground in, and again, that just adds to that explosive movement. So, with our line on the floor, we're going to move to our next game. So again, if you've got to balloon, perfect. If you haven't, don't worry about it, I'll show you the other option. So all we're going to do here is, if you just shuffle back out of the way for it, Riley's dying to have a go at this one. All you're going to do is you're going to keep the balloon up on one side, and in between each touch, you've got to get back onto the opposite side, and then you can go and touch it again. So I'm going to keep the balloon up here, touch over, touch the balloon, go 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 over, touch the balloon, and so on. Does that make sense? So this is about how fast we can react, how fast we can focus on an object, and keep our body control and balance. Do you want to have a go? Get that balloon away a little bit, make you work. Just like this. Oh.
Oh.
Perfect. Just like that. If you've not got a balloon's perfect. If you've not got a balloon, something soft, so I just brought a beach ball with me. And all you're going to do here is pat the ball up in the air. So you go on the other side. I'm going to feed this to Riley every time he comes over the line. And he's just going to tap the ball back up to me. Are you ready? Good. Just like this. Oh, shall I make it a bit difficult? Get back over. Oh. So, this is really simple. That can be done patted back up with a pair of socks. It can be a softball. It can be a balloon. It can be anything. So what we're looking to do is that dynamic movement sideways to be able to react to objects. It does get a little bit more difficult, and we're going to bring George back in for this. So the next part of this is 2 balloons. So what we're going to try and do, it's like a gender reveal. What we're going to try and do is keep 1 balloon on each side. Right, if you just come out of the way for us. Keep 1 balloon on each side of the line. So I'm going to give Mr. Ryder one to start with on that side, and then I'll just throw this up for him. Are you ready?
Ready?
And then what we're looking for him to do is to try and keep control of both balloons on either side of the line. He's making this look really easy. I'll help him out a little
Jinxed
bit.
me now, haven't you? All technique has gone, but they're still up, aren't they? Look, that's the main thing. We get results.
But give him. I think that definitely deserves a like or a heart. If you can see what I can see now, Mr. Ryder has definitely earned his money right
Sure,
there.
I can see that.
So, that's our next activity, our last activity. It's a really, really interesting one, and it's really, really good activity to do that, because it brings in so many different elements of sport. Right, I wondered what he was doing. He's actually setting up the next activity for me. He's definitely going to be a coach like me. So, like I was saying, the 2 balloon activity is about the different dynamic movements, forward, backwards, and just bringing an object in is exactly how we do in sport. We have to react to the things around us, our environment. I believe we've got somebody else watching.
Yeah, we've got Mr. James, Miss Martland, Miss Green watching from home.
Perfect. So, the last activity, before we go on to a bit of a thank you for watching again, is our homework. So this is going to be called Protect the Base. Couldn't think of a much better name. So all Riley's got to do is protect the base, and we've just made it with a square of socks. Like we said, the homework is about you getting out and about into the parks, into local green spaces, and being able to do this on your daily walk. So you can take, I was thinking a jacket could just be put down on the floor, and you need anything that won't roll, so nothing that's a ball. So it could be, I've just rolled a pair of socks up, I tied it in a knot. But it could be anything that you've got at home that won't roll. So I was thinking a tea towel might work really well, just tied with a knot in the middle. So all Riley's going to do is stop me getting the object, so this rolled up sock, into the base. And he's allowed to move wherever he wants, but not in the base. Are we ready? So we're going to go this way. Oh, just missed. Let's try again. So again, this is bringing in all those skills we've just developed, our forwards and backward movement, sideways movement, but also reacting to somebody, or to a defender, an attacker, or a defender. Just said that 3 times. Perfect. 1-0. Are you ready? One more time, then you can have a go. Well, I'm going to go this way. Right, so now you're attacking, I'm defending. Come on this side for us so people can see. Are we ready? So I'm just going to defend the box. Really bad. So that's basically the activity. It's about attacking, defending. It also brings in some principles, like I said, of attacking, defending, and about how we can use some of those dynamic movements. So, again, thanks so much for watching. Like I mentioned at the start, we've had 2,500 views of our video from Monday, which is phenomenal. So I hope you're all enjoying it. We've had some comments from Oldham schools as well, that they're doing it in their PE lessons during lockdown, which is fantastic. We had a dance tutorial yesterday by Miss Shannon, which went live at 10 o'clock. We've got the next one going live at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So what you'll be able to do is piece those two together, and then on Friday you'll be able to watch the whole thing live, which hopefully will go down really well. We'll have a mass dance. Please, like I said, like, share and comment. The further this goes, the more sessions we can do. It's as simple as that. Thanks to Mr. Ryder.
No problem.
And to Riley again, who gets dragged down every week. And our sessions next week will be based all around balance. So, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you all soon.
Thank you, see you later.